Hi you guys, Miss Marina here with another 2-ingredient sensory activity. This one's going to be silky Play-Doh, also known as cloud dough. And so our 2 ingredients are going to be hair conditioner. This is just some Strawberry Suave hair conditioner. And our other ingredient is cornstarch. And so we are going to be using a 1/2 cup of hair conditioner and 1 cup of cornstarch. But you can always use that ratio to make a bigger batch. Just make sure you use twice as much cornstarch as you do hair conditioner. So I'm going to start by putting the hair conditioner in my mixing bowl first. And the reason why I put this in first is because I'm going to also add some food dye to it, just to make the pink color kind of a little bit more pronounced, but food dye is totally optional, but I'm adding it to my hair conditioner because it's a lot easier to mix it in with the conditioner than putting it in afterwards. So just gonna put a few drops. And so in this video, I'm also going to be going over some great activities that you can do with this dough or with any dough. Some great fine motor activities, and also pretend play activities. And so now I'm going to add in the cornstarch. And then I'm just going to mix it in the bowl. And this is great for kids to help with too, to help with just mixing and following directions. So now I'm going to knead it. So now it's kind of sticky, and if it's a little too sticky, just add some more cornstarch to it. So to mine, I'm actually going to add a little bit more cornstarch. And so this is an awesome sensory activity because it's just super fun to get messy and touch different textures. And here we go! Here is the silky Play-Doh. It's very soft. It's kind of like a mixture between Play-Doh and slime, or kind of like oobleck because it does have the cornstarch in there. But it's fun to squish. And like squishing it in your palm is also a really good activity. It's fun to pull and swirl. There's just a lot of different things that you can do with this texture of Play-Doh. So now we're going to start with some things we can do. We can pull. We can practice pulling apart. That's a good motor activity to do with kids who are trying to strengthen their motor skills. So pulling apart is a good one. Poking, isolating an index finger and poking, and even adding some language to it, making sounds with it would be a good activity as well. We're pulling into some sections. It acts different than Play-Doh, that's for sure. So rolling between your hands, rolling on the counter, rolling a ball between your hands. So this is 2-hand coordination. So that's also really good. And then you might have to model it first. So keep that in mind. You might have to model first. And then I just got a bunch of stuff from my kitchen. So you can raid your kitchen, see what you got in your kitchen. But this is a bean masher. I use it to make refried beans, and I figured it'd be fun to kind of like do that 2-hand coordination and press down. That'd be a really good motor skill for kids. Press down, squish it. So see what's in your kitchen, see what you can use from your kitchen. I found some tongs. Tongs are really good to strengthen the hand grip. You kind of experiment, pull at it. Kids might use 2 hands to use the tongs. You could also pick it up and put it in something. So it's a good following directions as well. Put it in. We can learn the word in. Here's like a little rice scoop, and so that's another activity. Scooping, scraping, so kind of like pushing it. It's another thing to try. Here's a spatula. I'm using the spatula kind of like almost like cutting through the dough, like a cutting motion. You can have a two-hand coordination there when you cut. You can cut. I can scrape, so scrape it off the board and squeeze it between my hands. It's a really good activity to get the whole hand kind of warmed up. Here we have some teaspoons, so I'm scooping a teaspoon, rolling a ball. And here we can do pretend play. So I have these little mini bread tins, and I'm putting the dough in the bread tin. So I'm pretending like I'm making some strawberry bread. Put all my dough in there. I also have muffin tins in my kitchen, and here's a different teaspoon, measuring spoon that I have. I'm pretending that I am making muffins, and so I'm using it to scoop and to put in. Scoop and put in. So this is good pretend play as well, good motor exercises. I can roll it and put it in. I'm gonna put it in and bake it. And there you have it. There is just a bunch of different things. I mean, there's endless things that you can do with this, endless things you can find in your kitchen. Just endless sensory fun that you can have with it. So there is the Silky Sensory Play-Doh. And this is how you can store it. You can store it just in a Ziploc bag. That way it doesn't dry out. And also another thing you can do is you can play with it in the bag. So you can have your kids poke it, draw lines on it. You know, it feels different when it's in the bag as well. So that's another suggested activity you can do. And then you can kind of smash it in between both hands. When it's in the bag, it doesn't make as much of a mess too, so that's a plus. But yeah, so it's storage, but also a different way to play with it. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys.